Hello everyone, JRR here, and I guess I'm going to be going over fads, and of course, mainstream versus the underground. Now, in case some of you people who are watching this are wondering, R, what in the blue hell is wrong with your glasses? Nothing's wrong with the glasses. In fact, these are the type of glasses that 3D used to use before we had to worry about those new innovations of 3D. Oh, yes, everybody, yes. 3D was out before this whole big fad of 3D this and 3D that and blah 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 blah. In fact, 3D was out beforehand, and you had to have a certain pair of glasses to watch said products in 3D. Pretty much what it was, messing with the red and blue cones of your receptors, etc, etc, etc. Whatever, how it worked. But you get the idea. Now on to the rest of the topic. Welcome back. Today's topic overall is, well, mainstream versus underground. Whatever. I'll fix that later. I shouldn't be doing this stuff when I first wake up. Anyway, you can really tell the difference between mainstream and underground. You really can. I did a review over Versus. It was pretty much overall low-budget movie. Hell, even its advertisement was as something else. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because if you look at it in a straightforward light, you'll see many gay movies, not gay movies, game movies, especially fighting game movies. It's like they don't even really try if it became mainstream. King of Fighters, Dead or Alive, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. I think Mortal Kombat was the only one with actual focus. They actually sat down, looked at the story, and went, okay, so this is what happened in the Mortal Kombat universe, this is what we're going to try to do here, yeah. I've joked before about the Legend of Chun-Li. I've thrown out there as a common gag, and it seems to apply very well to most fighting game movies. Example, Tekken. When Tekken came out, people were like, well, there was the anime movie, and it can't get worse than that. It really can't. And overall, it really didn't. I mean, it's not my favorite movie in the world, but granted, it was a lot closer to its premise than, say, Legend of Chun-Li. And far closer than freaking King of Fighters. Oh my god, I don't even know how they fucked this up. Dead or Alive, the movie, for those of you who don't actually know the story, you're going to see pretty much bikini-clad babes fighting. Or half-naked babes fighting, and that's it. And of course, it's known for its breast physics. Apparently, breasts have totally different physics and everything else, but I digress. The basic storyline, at least from the first one, was the ninja girl Kasumi left her town, or left her little village. Of course, that meant everyone, all ninjas were, oh, we're supposed to kill her. Whatever. Supposed to go out, find her brother, because apparently he got to leave and got beat in some tournament. Dead or alive. Talk about a double standard, huh? Oh, Master Hayate can leave, no problem. No one's going to chase and try to kill him. But if you leave Kasumi, the entire clan will come and chop your head off. I'm just putting that out there. Nevertheless, she goes out there, goes to Ayane, who is the primary ninja tasked to kill her. And by 2, she ends up running into Hayate, which is Ain. Ain, of course, was the brainwashed Hayate because, yeah, brainwashed Hayate because, oh, we're trying to experiment and we don't want you trying to kill us while we do this. Boop. Merry Christmas! But again, I digress. Don't need to get all the details in there. The DOA movie was somewhat close to the basic premise. Kasumi left the village to find Hayate because he was missing. He went to the first DOA tournament and lost one, whatever. He's considered dead. So, in that storyboard, that part was correct. So, no arguments there. No arguments. It made sense. We move along, and then you got everything else. Now, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because Trish Stratus can't act with an actual Southern accent, so he went over to their choice of... I think that's what it came out to, is who can actually hold the Southern accent. Well, we're not going to ask WWE because we already spent our money on top name, well-known people. Okay. I mean, you got Luke Kang in the movie as a frickin' comic relief, which I guess he's gotten used to since The Great White Ninja or some crap like that, whatever movie that was, where Chris Farley was the ninja. Sounds like a Saturday Night skit. Huh. I digress. Again, the storyboard was basic, but the characters seemed meh. Now, Bass seemed like Bass. No problem there. Zach seemed like Zach. No problem. But Christy seemed like Christy. But the Weasel, I guess her boyfriend Max, I guess they just added him to help push their plot forward. I don't know. But again, you go through things, and you can tell this is a mainstream product because all the bigger names are in there, and the special effects with this and that and the other thing, yada yada, blah blah blah. And oh look, we're gonna blow up a building. Yeah. The basic story was still in there, so DOA wasn't that bad, story-wise. Same with Tekken, wasn't that bad story-wise, even though you could tell it's definitely mainstream. Now, the reason why I bring these up is because if you compare those to, say, Versus, and I'm always going to Versus because that's like an underground cult hit, but it's like, you compare those to Versus, Versus feels a little bit more focused. It's not trying to focus on this character, no, it's not trying to do all that. It's just, there's your protagonist, there's your antagonist. This person's with the protagonist, there's your main antagonist, there's your other set of antagonists, and you're getting those accordingly. You're not getting, say, 5 minutes with Jin, 3 minutes with June, 17 minutes with Hayashi, 6 minutes with Brian. They go back and forth between where you need to know. That's why they kept them as groups, because it's easier that way. Boom, boom, boom. If this group's doing this, you know what the entire group's doing. If this group's doing that, you know what the entire group's doing. You get that. And, of course, when your budget isn't as widely versed, you don't have time to sit there and be like, hey, let's do some special effects here and there and that way. And no, you don't have time for that. Yeah, this is me doing special effects. Now, the mainstream side, mainstream is what's going to get picked on a lot. Why? Because it's mainstream. It's out on everything. It's badgering you with advertisements. It's beating you over the head with other things. It's on the radio. Like, every third song is the same damn song that you heard 2.5 songs ago. I mean, seriously, it's right there. Everyone's talking about it. It's mainstream for that reason. Now, that's why the underground isn't looked at as hard, because guess what? Underground makes fun of its own shit. Right from the get-go. It just... if you suck at something in the underground, they're going to tell you. They're going to be like, hey, you suck. I mean, the whole thing about rap battles and whatnot, that's pretty much like an old school underground thing. And if you fuck up, they let you know you fuck up. They tell you. They bring it straight forward. They don't sit there and go, you should go to Sony. Sony can help you. No, they're just like, you fucked up. Get the fuck out of here. And when it comes to movies, it's about the same way. But the reason why, again, the main reason why I'm bringing this up is because some of the movies, especially fighting game movies, you can tell they kind of went like this. We got this brand. I'll give you an example. You know, I'm gonna do it just for shits and giggles. I'm not even doing it as a fighting game. I'm gonna do it as a freaking straight up game, okay? No, I guess we'll make this a fun game. Oh, we got the license to Battle Vixens! Yay! We got the license to make a movie about Battle Vixens! Woo! We got license! Yay! 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 What's the story? Ah! What? Story? Ah, shit. Okay, writers go through the series, read it up on it, and come back with a story. Okay, so what did the writers do? They sit there with the book, look at it, they're like, huh. Oh, look! List of characters. And story thus far, fuck that. We got a list of characters right here. Okay, we're good to go. We just need to know which one's which. And we jot it down. And then they go through their predestined list. Predestined list. Predestined storyboards. How many protagonists we got? Well, we got a female protagonist. I got a female protagonist. Well, this one's gone. That one's gone. Well, this one has a male protagonist, but he's like a sidekick. Thank you. Which one? Which one? Well, this one has a lot more characters, so we'll stay with that one. Alright, what we're going to do, wherever it says name A on this list, name A will be Hakufu. Hakufu? We want you to put Hakufu on that. That's name A. Name A is the female. She's the protagonist. Put Hakufu. But, just do it. But, according to the story you have written here, sir, the protagonist female happens to be Japanese, black-haired, and very serious. Bitch, I know what I'm doing! I wrote King of Fighters! Sorry, I had to go for that shot for one simple reason. Like I said in The Legend of Chun-Li, where they sit there and went, oh! Basic script. Wherever it says protagonist, you put Chun-Li. Wherever you say mentor, you put Gen. Wherever you see main antagonist, you put Bison. And that's why it didn't really seem like a Street Fighter movie, because you're like, what the fuck? King of Fighters was about the same way. It's like, when I first watched it, I shit you not. Girl stepped out of the shower, I was like, okay. She puts the earpiece on. Okay. She goes and fights somebody. Okay. Then you find out she's supposed to be Maya Shiranui. Okay, wait, what? That's not Vice? More mature? She's a ninja. 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 Ninja? Ninja. You could tell when even the mainstream knows they fucked up because it won't be like out in theaters. You tell. It's straight to DVD release means they know they fucked up somewhere. It's like, ooh. Well, we're not going to completely lose our production value. We're going to go ahead and sell it and try to get some money off of it. But yeah, apparently, according to the King of Fighters movie, Terry Bogard is some sort of agent, CIA agent. Well, that's just as bad, if not worse, than saying Ken and Ryu were gun runners, smugglers. Oh, God. Oh, what are y'all doing? But again, I digress. If you gave that to, like, the underground, they wouldn't worry about the costumes as much. They'd do what they could to get close. It's like, okay, Kyo has this kind of outfit. Well, it looks like a basic Japanese schoolboy outfit. Oh, okay, well, we need one of those. We need one for Athena, the female version, of course. We need a military uniform, no patches, that'd be Leona, which she wasn't in the movie, but I digress. and you can just literally check off like basic clothing you can get for the B-rated side, and they'll be fine. They'll adjust. Mainstream is just like, fuck it. This is a story. We're gonna replace the names that we see. We need to replace it. But Maya's supposed to be bubbly, happy, and she doesn't work for any branch of government. She does now. She does that while Chun-Li will work as a vigilante. Say what? No, what? What? Chun-Li vigilante, Chun-Li's a vigilante, and Mai Shiranui is the serious one? What? Mai Shiranui is the serious? What? What? Okay, movies. When you get ready to make something, please check the source material. I mean, y'all did some work. Mainstream guys, you did some work on X-Men. Not an ass load, but y'all did some work on X-Men. Y'all did some work on Spider-Man. Again, not an ass load, but y'all did some work on it. Ken and Ryu were gun smugglers. I mean, I'm just going off like, if I think of all the fighting games that I've seen and I put it together, it's just, what? Okay, let's just break this down. Yuri Sakazaki, no, they have no game no move reference to her. Okay, so Sakazaki's there. Cool. There's still hope for them. So, Art of Fighting, if that movie gets made, something tells me I'm not going to want to know. There's probably a movie already called Art of Fighting, but you get the idea. Let's see. Mai Shiranui, someone everyone knows. She's supposed to be a fucking ninja. No. Terry Bogard, who is a lot like Ryu, travels the world, gets strong and all that happy stuff. He's a CIA agent. No, that doesn't add up. Ash doesn't know how to fight, apparently. No! Chun-Li is a vigilante who, in a movie, or in a Street Fighter movie, became a newscaster. So she went from Batman to April O'Neil? No! What's the side order of no? Oh, and she works with E Honda. He's a sumo. No, he's a cameraman. No! Mainstream, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, if you were giving that to the underground, they would have been like, Street Fighter. You do realize we're not going to do Hadoukens and shit like that, right? Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay. Works for me. Shit. We're going to need a fight choreographer, and let's see, we're going to need some outfits. You go down, check the clothing stores, see if you can find some basic stuff. I'll write you a list, and you just go to those clothing stores and see if you can find something in the sizes for the actors. Alright. There's your budget for that. Good luck. You need to find people that look somewhat close to them. Oh, come on. Can't we just go to England and grab a couple of British actors? Well, we can for maybe Cammy. After that, we're trying to do this on a budget. Oh. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about Cammy. Well. Okay, well, let's go to the basics. That's what I'm saying. That's the main difference between underground and fucking mainstream. Mainstream doesn't seem to care. It's like, we know it's going to make money because of the name. Hell, you look at how Square broke it down If it's not mainstream, we don't want to make it. What? What? Now, am I saying all stories are weak, especially from the mainstream fighting game side? No, I'm not saying they're weak at all. I'm just saying for those characters, it makes no sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Mortal Kombat, the first movie, it was bad, but it was at least closer to its premise than so far any of the other fighting game movies. It was a lot closer to its premise than everything else. So I hold that up there. For a fighting game movie, it's up there. And that's kind of sad. It is. It's Mortal fucking Kombat. The story was pretty basic and laid out, and they still basically fucked that up. But the degree of fuck-upness... Wow, I shouldn't do these when I'm first waking up. Fuck-upness. The first fuck-upness is Mortal Kombat 2. That by itself is horrible. And I've already poked fun at it, so... But, with that being said, if Mortal Kombat is up here for fighting game movies, Street Fighter itself is like down here. For several reasons. And I say it's down here because King of Fighters is below that. And that's saying something. This is story-wise, this is how it's laid out, okay? Mortal Kombat's up here, Street Fighter's about here, King of Fighters about here, Tekken's about here. Story-wise. You know, Tekken's like the closest thing to Mortal Kombat. It's still a gap here. Because they do a lot of stuff on Tekken that... Yeah, that adds up. But I'll leave y'all with that. That's the only way I can really tell y'all the difference between mainstream and underground. Look at the underground movies, then look at the mainstream movies. Don't look at just, well, the special effects were this, that, and the other thing. No, don't look at that. Look at the story, look at how the characters are. And that's going to pretty much help you out understand it far more than how I can explain it. Me personally, I like the underground stuff because mainstream stuff fucks things up and they don't care. They don't even try. They just fuck it up. So, this is J. Dollar. Have yourselves a good day. And try to support some of the underground stuff. Later.